I am grateful for a God who, when I was just 7 years old, convicted me of my need to have my sins forgiven, and that when I believed in Jesus Christ and asked God to save me, he did. And I'm grateful that along the journey of my Christian life, after I surrendered to be a missionary, he led me to a place where I could be trained to further that call. And so I'm grateful to Pastor and to Mrs. Sexton and for a vision that God gave them, and for Temple Baptist Church and their support in making that vision a reality. When I think of giving honor to whom honor is due, I think of those nearest me, and then I think of my family. A father who worked many and long hours to provide for his family, and a mom who chose to leave a promising career to raise and homeschool 6 children, 1 precious little sister, and 4 annoying brothers. That was for Nathan's benefit, all of whom I love very much. As I stand here tonight, I realize that I do not do so in my own accomplishment. I know first that all things are possible through Christ which strengtheneth us. But there's also a proverb that says, iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend. And as I salute this crowd tonight, I do so standing on the shoulders of many others. Friends who came into my life before Crown College and especially during, prayer partners, study partners, and one friend in particular whose name will become my own in 3 short months, and all those who've been a constant source of strength and encouragement. You know who you are. I thank you, and I love you. I'd like to address the freshman class that arrived in the fall of 2011. I remember my first days at Crown College. I'd never seen the place before, just pictures, but I believed it was where God wanted me to come. My longest semester was my first one, and I'll be honest, I didn't always want to continue. Half the time I thought I'd never finish. I'm grateful that I didn't quit and for a mom who wouldn't let me. Graduating from Crown College is not a purpose in itself. It is a preparation for a greater purpose. And I realized that if I did not finish the first chapter in my Christian life as an adult, that I would set a standard for never finishing anything. So to those who are just finishing their first year, or even halfway through or almost done, I challenge you both to continue and to complete the task set before you diligently as unto the Lord. I promise you will not regret finishing, and I stand here tonight to tell you that. Finally, to the class with whom I'm honored to walk this platform in just a few short minutes. Having studied beside you, I know just how much you have been given. I only pray that we will not forget how much will be required. We are the future and the present generation, commissioned with the great responsibility of carrying the gospel to the uttermost. It is a huge task, but we serve a huge God. So it is my prayer and my hope that there will be not one casualty from among us, but that when we gather reunited on the other side, we will do so knowing that not one bit of this equipping was wasted. I pray that this will be our charge, and I pray that we will charge forward. Forward, always forward, because we don't wear back armor, because if we don the whole armor of God, there is nothing we can't face advancing. And I pray that when each of us kneels at the bema seat of Christ, he or she will do so knowing we were not distracted by the pleasures of a season, only to forget the purpose of a lifetime. I am crucified with Christ, and yet I live. Yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And this life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and who gave himself for even me. Graduating class of 2012, truth, friendship, world evangelism, Godspeed.